Hey everyone, I'm going to do this video and leave it on my channel because I just want to react and talk a little bit about the Academy Awards. As you can see, this is an English video because I just did my nominations video in English, so that's why this one is in English too. So let's discuss the first thing, and the first thing that really frustrated me of these Academy Awards was the time. I mean, I know that for many people in the US that doesn't mean anything, but the thing is that as they changed the date of the awards, they change it after the date of where when people in the United States normally change to daylight saving time. So it's adjusted for the US, so they said 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or whatever. And normally that's the same time I have here normally, but not now because of daylight savings time. So it was at 7 p.m. here, and the thing is that at certain points in the day I'm busy and I cannot be watching shit basically. So I couldn't watch it, and I by the time I could watch something, it was like an hour later, and I was like, okay, whatever. I watch it later, but then I realized it was like a chore basically to try to get the awards somewhere because they don't rerun it after the fact. So I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? And like at almost midnight, I remembered basically that my cable like thing, that when you have cable you have like a little box underneath or over your TV, and that thing does record basically everything in every single channel. It's kind of weird because it's not like it keeps it in there. It just keeps it for a few hours and then it erases it. So I was like, oh my god, let's see if they have that. So I clicked it, and thank god it had the awards. And I say thank god. I know it sounds like an exaggeration, but the thing is that I have seen every Academy Award for the last like 20, 25 years. So missing this one, I mean, it means a lot to me in many different ways that I'm not going to discuss because it's a little bit too boring. But it means a lot to me. So I just wanted to watch it. So I did watch it, and thank God I was able to, forward, click the forward button, because sometimes there were bad times of, and now we discuss like the proper awards. Sometimes it was incredibly boring. I mean, I thought that, yeah, I mean, it was nice to do it in another place because of COVID, and they had people in other places in the world and other places in Los Angeles and all of that, and it's very nice and very cool. But the thing is that it was crunchy. I mean, it was kind of awful, to be honest. And because people talked and every winner talked like for hours. It was like, shut the fuck up. I mean, I understand they're happy because they won, but like, prepare a speech. I mean, it's not like a surprise that you're nominated or anything. Not the night of the event. So it's like, prepare something and have it, be able to speak it in 2 minutes or something, because some people just talked and talked and talked. And today in the morning I was like, oh, someone gave a powerful speech, and I was like, who the fuck cares? People just want a short speech. They want images, they want cinema, and we didn't get that. I mean, there were like really few like clip reels or reels of anything. Sorry for the quality of my thing. Actually, I just noticed it's not great. It's like very grainy, but whatever. The thing is, like, it was not very cinematic, except for like the first take, let's say, of the first shot, if you will, of the event. The rest was not not engaging. I mean, I don't know. And some people today were like, "Oh my God, it's such a surprise!" And that viewership dropped to 9 million people. And I mean, 9 million is nothing for an academy, for an event of this magnitude, let's say. And I mean, people around the world are still at home. I mean, it's not like they're doing a lot of things on a Sunday night. So something went wrong. I think the academy has to acknowledge that the format they have been using for so many years doesn't work anymore, and they have to change it because it's boring. It's really incredibly. I mean, I love cinema and I watch a lot of movies, but fuck, I mean, it's really boring. It's really boring unless you are into like the costumes, the clothes that they wear or anything. But I don't really care for that. So I mean, I don't know. It was kind of so well. That's the event as it is. As for the nominees and the winners and all of that, I have to let's go by nomination. I have my video, the video I did right here. So the first, we're starting strong basically. So the first, oh, I can't. Uh, let me let me watch this. Okay, whatever. The first award that I did in my nominations video was actor in a leading role. So I predicted, I mean, that Chadwick Boseman was going to win because I was like, okay, everyone is loving him, everyone is like in love with that performance, and it's a posthumous award, and a lot of things were like on him to win. However, I did put Anthony Hopkins in first place as in the order that I liked the performances the most because I really thought Hopkins did something extraordinary. I mean, if you watch The Father, that's his best performance ever, and I've said it. I've said it like 1,000 times. That's his best performance, and he won. And I wasn't surprised. Many people were like salty that he won and not Chadwick Boseman. And of course, racism and accusations of racism. I mean, and it's not racism. It's just that many people preferred Anthony Hopkins. It's that simple. Let's remember that these awards are very subjective. So what they like is not what everyone likes. It's just an opinion, and that's it. I mean, you don't have to be all crazy about it. But whatever. So I did predicted that. Well, I mean, I did predict that Boseman could be winning, but he didn't at the end of the day, which was kind of sad. As for actor in a supporting role, the winner was, as I told you, Daniel Kaluuya. Of course, he was going to win. That was like the luck of the year, basically. It was obvious. So, but my favorite was Sacha Baron Cohen. No one liked him apparently, but yeah, he didn't win, and Daniel Kaluuya actually won, and that's amazing. He's a great actor and he's very handsome. I mean, I always see him and I'm like, oh my god, he's so handsome and he's so cute. I saw a picture of him like engraving his Oscar, and he looked so adorable. I mean, he's amazing. Whatever. Actress in a leading role, I did predict McDormand to win, and I'm very proud of that because I didn't want her to win. But you have to get in the minds of these people, and these people are first. They're industry people, and it's not only actors that vote. It's sound people, visual effects people, screenplay people, director people. Every one of those, and you have to take into account what all of those types of people would like, and the ages, the demographics, if you will, of the academy. The academy has brought in many younger people now, but they still have many older voters, and most of them are still white and still male. So that it's still heavy. I mean, there are many more women in the academy right now, many more people of color, people, LGBT people, which is great. But there's still more white men in this, and white men will likely prefer a white person, another white person winning. So that sadly takes Viola Davis out, and also I don't Andra Day, and I couldn't see. I mean, I wanted Carey Mulligan to win, but I couldn't see her winning because, first of all, many people still think that she's like 16 or something. I mean, she looks young, but she's not like 15 or anything. And I think they thought her performance was in a too risky of a movie or something. So they did awarded the movie, and we're talking about that later. The movie a screenplay award, but not the performance. So I did see that for her. I mean, and I I did think that, I mean, let's be clear, at least four of these five performances were impeccable. They were amazing. Everyone did an amazing job, to be honest. I mean, I can't say, oh, McDormand, she's awful. No, she's a great actress. Frances McDormand is an amazing actress. But what I was thinking also was like, okay, does anyone really need three Oscars? And even Meryl Streep is included in this, and even Katharine Hepburn, and even legends like those. Does anyone really need three Oscars? In my opinion, no. I mean, they should like spread the love, like they say, or something. But you know, uh, it didn't happen. Frances McDormand has four Academy Awards now because she won for Picture Two. We're going to talk about that. And yeah, Carey Mulligan still has no Oscars. And Viola Davis hasn't won a actress in a leading role Oscar, which is incredibly sad. Whatever. Actress in a supporting role. Sorry, Yu Young Han. I still don't know how her name is pronounced, and I think it was funny that she actually addressed it in her speech. Like, okay, I know you guys don't have any clue of my name, but whatever. So thank God she's aware of that. I mean, I predicted her to win, and she was my favorite in the category. So good for her. I mean, I wasn't surprised at all, and she was the most relatable winner, to be honest, in the whole night, which is kind of sad. Also, for best cinematography, I had predicted Nomadland to win because Nomadland had won like everything at this point. Hola. At this point, so yeah, it was like it's going to win. But surprisingly for me, Mank actually won, which is kind of insane. I mean, not insane in the sense that, oh my god, that movie is awful, but the movie is beautiful, but it's like I didn't see that coming. But it wasn't incredible. It wasn't like, oh my god, the world has imploded. No, it was like, oh, it won. And then I realized that the cinematographer of that series has done like everything with David Fincher, including Mindhunter, Gone Girl, and something, and Raised by Wolves. And it was like, of course he won because he's amazing. I mean, he has done an amazing job in TV, so I'm not mad that he won, like at all. My favorite one was News of the World in this category. Let's see. I think Best Director is next. So, of course, everyone under the sun knew that Chloe Zhao was going to win. She won. Good for her. That's it that I can say about that. So let's see what's the next category. Oh, it's not loading. Oh, oh, sorry, that's my voice. Best international film. So as you know, it was Denmark that was the winner, and as I said in my video, I didn't really get that movie. I have to say that I have to say it that way. I didn't get the movie because many people, I mean, people love after another round. Sorry, I almost forgot the name. Everyone loves it. It's like insane how they love it, and I just couldn't get it. And this morning they announced they're doing a remake with Leonardo DiCaprio, which is just so stupid. Just watch the fucking that Danish movie. I mean, it's that simple. Like it's there. I mean, it's and Matt Mikkelsen does have a great. It does make a great job in that movie. So just watch that. I mean, it's so stupid. So okay, I have to go back because I jump over best costume design. I predicted Emma, but Ma Rainey won, and that was my second favorite. So I'm not mad, and I'm not really surprised that it won, to be honest. Best documentary, My Octopus Teacher won. I personally thought Collective was better, but I wasn't surprised that My Octopus Teacher won. Many people were like pissed because they said, "Oh, it's not as important as the other documentaries." Like, fuck that. I mean, what's important? I mean, what do people mean when they say things like that? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's important if you care about wildlife, about animals, about our relationship with animals and our environment. I mean, it is important. So what the hell are people talking about? I don't even get that. For best film editing, the winner was Sound of Metal, which I predicted, and it was the best. And I'm so happy for that movie. For okay, best makeup, I predicted Pinocchio, but in my heart of hearts, and I didn't predict. Okay, I predicted to win Ma Rainey, but my favorite was Pinocchio. But I knew it wasn't going to win because it's a little bit too out there and too foreign, to be honest. And that always hurts in the Oscars when it's a foreign movie. It's like, oh, it's the weird thing, but it's nice when it gets recognized, like here. But Ma Rainey won, and I don't have anything against that movie because I really liked it. Best original score, everyone knew Soul was going to win this, and it was very deserved and, great. Best original song, I don't even remember what I predicted. I think I predicted One Night in Miami, but it was Judas and the Black Messiah, which makes it win 2 awards, and that's fine. I mean, I think it was a famous singer that won. I don't really know her music, but good for her. For Best Picture, which was presented before the acting categories, the final two, which was very weird, but whatever. Best Picture, of course, Nomadland. Everyone knew Nomadland was going to win. Best Production Design, I predicted Mank, and I was right, but it wasn't my favorite because I thought it was a little bit too easy. I mean, it has. I mean, that production design is impeccable. It's really good, but it has been done like 1,000 times. I thought The Father was the best one in this category by thousands and thousands of kilometers, miles, whatever you want. It was very good, and The Father should have won 3 awards. To be honest, I this for me was not a surprise, but it was like annoying, to be honest. Best sound was Sound of Metal. Again, as I said in my video, sound is in the title, so obvious. Best visual effects. Again, I repeat, and when they said the nominees, I was like, okay, this is just ridiculous. This is the worst 5 nominees for visual effects. Like, I don't know if ever, but in the last 20 years for sure. I mean, these nominees are awful. I mean, really, the work here. I mean, I don't want to insult the work of these people, but it wasn't as good as other years. It's as simple as that. So a Tenet won. I predicted Tenet. My favorite was The Midnight Sky, which I think was mispronounced by the presenter, who I don't remember who it was. I think it was Steven Yeun. I think. Best adapted screenplay. I thought Nomadland was going to win because it had won this award in other ceremonies, but The Father, my favorite one, actually won, which was such a great. It wasn't really a surprise, but it was so great to see that director, a writer, win the award. I mean, he did something very special with that movie, and I was so happy that it won. And finally, we have Best Original Screenplay, which was won by Promising Young Woman, which was actually my favorite movie of the year. To be honest, I think that movie is incredibly powerful. It gives a voice to many women, and it tells a story that many people don't want to tell. And I'm glad Emerald Fennell, in her, like, they were saying like things that they said, the directors nominees, and she said that she always wanted to talk about, like violence, like murders, like things, awful things that happen to people in her movies, and she's on her way. I mean, she's a great director, great writer, and great things await her, to be honest. The I do confess that the win for McDormand was a bit annoying, to be honest, because I did think maybe they were going to skew a little bit, like more open, like with Viola Davis, who is a black woman, and she would have been only the second black woman to win Best Actress in a leading role, which is just stupid. I mean, uh, it's so ridiculous, to be honest, and whatever. But then Anthony Hopkins won, and was like, oh, that's great, because I thought he was the best one in the category. I mean, Chadwick Boseman was perfection, but for me, to be honest, I would have given Chadwick Boseman the best supporting actor prize for The Five Bloods. because he was the heart of that movie, and he was amazing in that. So I'm sad of little things, but you know what I'm very sad for? The Academy Awards. I mean, if they don't change this like format of way of doing things, when they talk like a lot and they just do this stupid banter, and I mean, who cares? We just want cinema. We want to see cinema and celebrate cinema, and that wasn't done. So, you know, let's hope they get better next year or with time or whatever. And I hope next year it's in February. I mean, who wants this again on April? No one cares in April. So yeah, let's hope we see each other discussing this again in next year in February and not April. So thank you for watching. This is going to be right here on my channel if you want to watch it. And sorry for it being so long. It's because I'm talking in English and it takes me a little bit longer, but whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. 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 Bye. 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 Bye.